Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my BoxyCharm with you guys. This by far has been one of my favorite subscriptions that I've got. I think I got my first one was either December or January. I think it was January. I was put on the waiting list at the end of November and I got it in January, and so far it has been my favorite one. It's just $21 a month. Everything you get is pretty much is a brand you're probably likely going to know. It's not cheap makeup, and it's I mean, for $21 a month when you're getting 5 full-size products, it is worth it. And here is the inside of the box. Okay, and this month's theme is Boxy Bash. And this little card that tells you everything you get and the price if you're going to go out and buy it, what it all equals up to. And it always equals up to way above the $21. Normally, it's like $120, $130, but we'll add it up later. We're going to go ahead and jump in, and I'm going to try it on as I go. So the first thing is the Cover FX Blurring Primer, and I'll go ahead and tell you the price of it. Okay, and this retails for $38. So right there, this one item, you're already covered, way covered, like your $21, already out. And I was really excited about getting this because I do not like right in here, I have pores that shows up in some of the primers I use. But to me, if you're going to wear makeup, your primer is the best thing for your before you're putting your foundation on. So I've never used this one before. As you can see, it's got a little tint to it. Now, I don't know if that's going to be like a problem or not, but and right from the get-go, I can tell you it is smooth and it ain't going to take much to use. Okay, so as you can see, it didn't change the color, but I can say that I can tell you this is going to be a good primer before I even put my foundation or anything on. For the simple fact is, on the, a lot of people gets like pores like at the end of their nose, or on their nose, and I can already tell a difference on my nose that I'm not seeing no pores like normal. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my foundation on. I just got this foundation by Lenny, and I figured I'd give it a try because I heard a lot of great reviews about it. It's supposed to be like a full cover foundation. Hopefully it is, because I hate having to put 2 coats of foundation on. And I've been having a lot of bad luck with foundations here recently. It's like I cannot find something that actually works for me. You know, this, I'm not crazy about this beauty blender that I'm using. I think if I was using my regular beauty blender, I wouldn't have to go in with another coat. You can see as this one like absorbed a lot of the product. I also like to get under my face and chin really good. Go a little bit down on my neck. And I think I'll just go ahead and add another coat real fast. Not going to do as much as I did the first time, just a little bit here and there. Okay, done with that. I really like how that primer blurred out all my pores and lines. Okay, moving on. I will go ahead and let's see. Okay, so I went ahead and put my concealer on, and the next thing that I am going to use is this brush, and it is by Aesthetic, and it is a P12 brush. I really don't know. I'm going to assume that it is a powder brush, and it retails for $27, so these must be some high dollar brushes. And it is made with synthetic fibers that allows for maximum control. The P12 face brush is perfect for creating seamless looks. So I'm going to set underneath my eyes with this. Wow. I lost my mirror that fast. I just covered it up with the card. Okay, so I'm just going to set my under eyes. The brush is very soft. And I am going to go ahead and just go ahead and set the rest of my face with it. Oh, I dropped that. Since I know that I'm pretty much going to be using all powders on my face today, this isn't the, I mean, this is a good brush, but to be $27, it could be better. It's, and as you can see, it is very soft. It bends very easy. If it's just, could be just a little bit better. Okay, so moving on to the next thing that we got. Let me see. I'll go ahead and get the contour palette out. So this month, our palette, which about almost ever since I subscribed, I have got a palette every month, and it has been either like a eyeshadow palette or a, let me see, what else was it? Then I got the highlighter palette, and then once was like a blush contour or bronzer. Is a bronzer and a highlight by Pure Cosmetics, and this one is by Pure Cosmetic too. BoxyCharm is the first reason I tried Pure Cosmetics, but I do find it to be a good brand. I have no complaints about it. And this is the Pure Sculpture. It's got like a little texture on for the design. And it does have a mirror, and to me, any palette with a mirror, I love. Well, not love, but I always like having a mirror in my palette. But here is the colors that we got. Now this one, which is called Founder, which probably will be too dark for me, and I'm not really for sure. Inventor could be too dark for me to highlight with. I do like the highlighters, and they are called Organizer. Okay, and Trailblazer. Let's go ahead and swatch these and see what they look like. And this one is the Organizer. Let me see. And that is a very pretty color. It's subtle, not too bright. And here is the other one. These are gorgeous colors. I mean, look how much stayed on my hands. Okay, so moving on to the contour part. See, I could use it. That is the Inventor. Right here is the Trailblazer. No, it is way too dark. This one, the Inventor, is probably going to be too dark, but I will try and see what I can do with it. I can always, I guess, tone it down if it's too dark. Let me see. No, I brought me a brush. Okay. So I'm just going to use this little brush right here, and I'm just barely going to touch it. And shake it out. As you can see, it is very dark. Let me go ahead and put some over here. Let's see, I could probably work more with this color. But now we'll just blend this out. I always blend upward when I'm contouring. So they didn't do too bad, as long as if you're paler like I am, just use the least bit and blend it really good. Ooh. A little too dark for my forehead. Yeah. Okay. So let me do my nose. Let me get a smaller brush for that. Normally, I use my contour stick. I will use powder on the rest of my face, but I'll go ahead and try contouring my nose with this. Okay. Hopefully, it don't go too bad. And that's what I was afraid of. Hopefully, I can blend this out pretty good, because this side went way too dark for me. Okay. So it's super easy to blend out. I didn't have no, as you can see, didn't have no fallout with it. So that's always a plus. Okay, so I did like that. As long as I used at least a little bit, I can use this. And I'm going to try the highlighter in a minute. Okay, I am back. I did go ahead and do my eyeshadows, and I put my blush on. The eyeshadow that I used, I went ahead and used my Glam Metal palette that I got at one of my BoxyCharms before. I used Wild Thing. Then I pretty much in the whole crease. And then I went in at the end of the crease and done right here at the end. I done the Glam Rock. Then I done a little bit of the Rebel. To finish it off, I used this color right here. And I had forgot all about it. It is by Uba. And I don't really know the color. It's number 8801. But it is a beautiful color. It doesn't really show up a lot of browns. It's just, I mean, look at that color. It is beautiful. So I done my eyes in them colors. Then I went ahead and put my blush on, and I used the Blush Duo, which I've never really used much of this. I got it in a subscription box a long time ago. And what I do with this is it's got a cream and it's got a powder, and when I do it, I just take my brush and I just swirl it all around and put it on, and it ends up being so pretty. Okay, so we're moving on to the next thing I got in my box, and it is by Pretty Vulgar, and I think this container is so cute. And it is a ink gel, and it is retailed for okay, it is retailed for $24. I really do like the way they designed it, and I like the little feather on it. The label itself, it's got texture to it. It's, I guess, supposed to look like an old ink. And that's the inside. The only problem I see is that it's like, you gotta put like this much of your finger, so when you go and you're like, to go in to get the product out with your brush, you are like kind of going blindly. But I think, well, I like got up in my nail too. But we'll deal with that. But I am going to go ahead and move to the next product, because I will need these to used the ink gel. I've used a few things by Pretty Vulgar, in which only time I've ever used them is when I got them in BoxyCharm. Okay, so these brushes are by Aesthetic too, and you get 3 brushes. You get an angle eyeliner brush, you get the small eyeliner brush, and then you just get a spoolie. And I like the idea of this because I don't really like, which as you can see, most of mine are separated. I know a lot of people likes them built in together. I don't, because I don't want, like when I'm putting them in a container, I don't want to flip the spoolie over and have it at the bottom, because that's where the nasty stuff would end up at. And I always like having mine separate. So we got these 3 brushes. They feel alright, and feel stiff enough to like do a line. Well, okay, finally got it off. And these are retailed for $45. So I'm guessing they must be a high brand. This is the first time I've ever used any brushes by Aesthetic, and they're just called a 3-piece eye trio. I don't know. I don't really. Long time ago, I used to use the gel eyeliner, but I've not used them in years. I'm used to using a liquid eyeliner for the top, and then I use a regular pencil for the bottom. So I'm probably way out of practice, but I am going to give it a try. I'm probably going to try to use this brush. I don't know if I'll do a wing or not, because where I've not used a brush like this in years, I'm very much out of practice. I figured I'd just like try to get some up here on the side and put it on like that. Okay, so here goes nothing. Since I've not used one, I'm not going to, probably not going to be very good at doing this. Okay, so far so good. I was afraid I'd mess it up right from the beginning, but I will say it's doing pretty good. And this eyeliner is very pigmented. It's very easy to work with, and this brush seems to be doing a good job. I think I'll take this brush and fill it in. Okay, probably not the best, but it done a really, really good job. I mean, this stuff, let me do a swatch of it. This stuff is very, it is black, and that's how I like mine eyeliner. And it's so smooth I mean, this is a really good eyeliner. I like it. Let me get the other eye done. Be right. Okay, now I've got both eyeliners on, and I went ahead and done my mascara. I have to say, I really do like this eyeliner. It worked out really good. I did go a little thicker on the line over here, but that's okay. You know, I ain't even done with my makeup. I still got my lips to go and my highlighter to go. And I am really loving this look. My eyeshadow done really good today. And the funny thing about it is, I've had the Glam Metal Palette by Crown for probably, I think it came maybe my first box. I've had it this 4 or 5 months. I never grabbed for it, but it really surprised me. So I think I will be using this palette more. And I went ahead and I used my Pure Cosmetic mascara, and it's something else I never grabbed for. So I'm glad I used it because everything ended up looking really good today. I'm really digging this look. But we're moving on to the highlighter, and I am going to go back to this palette right here of the Pure Sculpture and use, I believe I will use the Originator, I don't know, but that is what we're going to use. And I'm just going to use my Mermaid fan brush. Get a bigger mirror here. Highlighter is one of my favorite things. Sometimes I use too much, but that's okay. Okay, so this is such a pretty color. Okay, so now I've got my highlighter on. It's subtle, it's not too out there. Okay, so we're going to move on to our last thing this month. It was their, birthday. So we ended up, we got 6 items, and our last item is by Han, and it is a all-natural lip gloss. I'm not that crazy about lip glosses, but we will see. And it is in the color Raspberry Charnana. Hopefully it smells like raspberries, which I doubt it will. And it is supposed to be all healthy and natural. We'll go ahead and swatch it before we try it. And that is such a pretty color. I don't know. Probably needed more of a brown color today with my rest of my makeup. And I didn't grab a lip liner because I didn't know what color I would need. Okay, so once you get it on your lips, it's not as bright. I really don't smell nothing, but the Pure Sculpture palette did smell good. believe this is like a 2-coat. And I do hope it dries down because it says it's a lip gloss. But hopefully they made a mistake and it's really a lip stick. Okay. So. And the price on this is $15. I don't know the brand, and I guess $15 ain't too high. I'd rather pay 10, but not knowing the brand, I really don't know much about them. All I know is that they are an all-natural, I guess they make everything is all-natural and good for you, and it's not supposed to have anything bad. This is actually, it's supposed to moisturizing lip gloss. Is formulated with antioxidants. It is rich in argan and a kale oil and infused with anti-aging superfruit extracts and vitamins to benefit the lips while delivering a beautiful color from natural sources. I've already switched all my cleaning stuff to natural stuff. I've not really gave it a thought about switching my makeup to all natural stuff. I mean, it is something I could think about, but I don't know how I feel about that. This box, I don't know what it all adds up to together. I didn't add it up. But I can see that it is well over $100. And for $21 a month, I believe it's worth it. My favorite item is kind of hard to choose. The Cover FX, I loved it. And because you can see right here, you do not see no pores going on. Okay, and then my second thing is kind of hard because I really did like the gel. And I also did like this palette. So, well, let's just say these was my 3 favorite things. Or this is my favorite. And then one of these. And then this. The brushes. I really did like the brushes, especially this one. It done a really, well, if I don't throw it, it done a really good job. And when I used to use the gel, I always used a makeup wipe when I was done to just wipe it off, because these get like dirty really, really fast. Like use them once or twice and it's like it's time to clean them. So I always like to use wipe them off with a makeup wipe when I'm done. But all in all, this was a really good box. I did like how we got 6 things this month. I've already seen like a spoiler for next month, and it is supposed to be like let me fix my camera, and it's like there was something about some Luxie brushes, and I love Luxie brushes. I think they are really good brushes. I get them from Ipsy, and I've ordered a couple of the blending brushes for eyeshadow, but I would like to have a set of Luxie brushes. But let me go ahead and set my makeup real fast, because I want to keep this killer look. So, I do think I got a good look for today, and today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day, Mom. But the look looks good, and I can wear it if I wanted to go out today. I could wear it just to hang out at the house, spending time with the family. So I did like everything I got. The powder brush, I have like 100 powder brushes, but you know, I always use more brushes. I never ever complain when I get brushes in my boxes, because they get dirty so fast. And then it's like, I don't know, they're easy to clean, but it's like it's torture on you thinking about going and cleaning them brushes. I don't get it, but I do it all the time. I'll pile them up and get more out until I end up with all dirty brushes. Like right now, I really need to get my shadow brushes clean because I am running out of blending brushes. But that is the look I made with my BoxyCharm this month. And thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And thank you guys. Bye.